start. Now I'm ready to start. You're not sure. You open the door and step out into the dark. Now I'm ready.
Okay, so this song is really simple, to be honest. It's just loads of open chords with some fairly simple strumming patterns. The tricky bit to begin with is going to be the intro. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to do alternate picking. So every note, do you remember when we were doing the strumming on Mr. Tambourine Man, I said in guitar we do numbers going downwards and then up on the ands. It's the same thing. So the rhythm here, we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now what we're actually going to do is down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And you're going to use your second finger for this one. It'll become clear why in a second. So we got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It repeats that bar. Then we're going to add on our third finger to the third fret of the same string. Now when you do this, it's really important that you make sure that your second finger actually stays on, because we want to keep that second finger on, because if you can imagine when you're sort of playing the instrument, what's easier, keeping this one pressed down and just lifting off the third one off and on, or kind of doing both at the same time? So we're just making it easier for ourselves, only changing one finger. Now at the end we kind of go up to the open D string and then the second fret. And the reason I said to use your second finger on the second fret is because the next chord we're going to play is C. So actually we do use our second finger on that note. So we're kind of cutting a corner getting to that C chord. So the rhythm for the verse is pretty easy. We've got 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Repeated. Do that again. Then we go to the chorus, which is C, 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 D, 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 D. Same rhythm, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. We've got a repeat sign here. Do the same again up here. And then we've got E, 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 D. 4 beats on the D. Now we've got a chorus here, and pretty simple. If you look at it, we're kind of just on this first line, we're just playing it very quiet. This kind of means quieten down. Okay, medium quiet. So we just want to be, gentle with the strings here. We've got C for 4 beats, E minor for 4 beats, D for 4 beats, C, and then E minor. All the chords that you should already know. And then we've got D. Now this thing here, crescendo, very important. So we start off quiet, we get off louder. So we kind of go D, 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 and then we're back to loud, which is forte. C, 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 C. Carry on through, and then we finish on 1 and 2, 3 and 4 and.